Welcome back, everyone. Now that we've warmed up with our sun salutations A, we're going to move into the sun salutation B. So we're going to practice that now. During the first iteration, I will move through it slowly, explaining what we're doing. And I've also brought some props just from my house that you could use if you don't have traditional yoga props like a block or a strap. So I'll show you ways that you could use things that you already have, such as a water bottle, a napkin, and a blanket in order to help you with a modified version of sun salutation. So we're going to go ahead and meet at the top of our mat in Tadasana. And so the purpose of this sun salutation B is to build fire, to build energy. So we're going to feel that a little bit more with this practice, with this movement. Um, After the first one, we're going to speed it up, and each breath, each movement will be on an inhale or an exhale. All right. So first in Tadasana, we're going to plant our feet either close together or about hip width apart if you need a little bit more balance. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to inhale, raise our hand overhead, sink our hips back into chair pose. So we want to bend deeply into our knees, sink those hips back, have our arms raised up overhead, open through the chest, roll those shoulders back. And if you need to, you can grab a strap or a napkin or a rag, and you can use that to keep the distance in between your shoulders. So that's one modification you can make. Also, if having your shoulders up doesn't feel good, we can put our hands at our heart center. Maybe that feels a bit better. Or even bring our arms back by our hips, just making sure to keep that heart open. And maybe this is too much for our knees. Maybe we extend our legs a bit more and don't sit as deeply. So, in chair pose, we're going to exhale to forward fold, bending our knees as much as we need to get into the pose. And this is where we can get our water bottles or our yoga blocks, and we can use these to bring the mat up to us. We can use these in order to balance, or if we can't reach all the way to the mat, again, bending deeply into the knees. We can hang our head still, holding onto these water bottles. Maybe you can bring it to the side, and that's enough to bring the mat to your hands. Just letting the head hang heavy. Next, we're going to inhale, halfway lift. Again, maybe you use your yoga blocks or your water bottles to bring the mat up to you. Maybe you have your hands on your shins. Maybe you even have your hands on your thighs. The important thing to remember here is we want a flat back. We want to lengthen through the crown of the head. Okay. And then on an exhale, we're going to plant our hands out shoulder width apart. We're going to step back for chaturanga. And now we can, with strength and control, lower ourselves halfway down or all the way down to the mat. And this is where we can utilize a blanket in order to have a more supported chaturanga. Also, if you want, you can put them underneath your knees. And when you lower down, you're going to push up into upward facing dog or cobra. You have something that's going to be um, protecting your knees. So that's one of our options. So after we've lowered down into chaturanga, we're going to make sure our hands are underneath our shoulders. Our feet are pressed into the mat, elbows in, and we're going to inhale, press our hearts forward, raise up into cobra. We're going to exhale, lower back down, tuck our toes, and press into downward facing dog. Hips high, chest pressed towards the thighs, gaze towards our toes. Rooting through our hands, pressing into all 5 fingers, pads of each hand. All right, and from here, we're gonna inhale, step our right foot to our right hand, spin the left heel down, rise up, hands over our head, sinking deeply into that right knee. Toes, right toes forward, left toes slightly angled to the left, keeping our hips facing the front of the mat, our shoulders open facing the front of the mat, gaze up. Now, again, if we need to for our shoulders, we can use a napkin or a strap to keep that length, or excuse me, the distance between your shoulders. We also don't have to bend as deeply into our knee. So maybe it's more of a slight bend. All right. And then exhale, plant our hands, step our feet back, move through chaturanga. Inhale, press up into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, spin the right heel down, rise up with strength, pressing the left and right foot, rising up into warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, and with strength and control, chaturanga. Inhale, press up into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale to lengthen, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sink those hips back, rise, raise your arms up, chair pose. Exhale, meet in mountain. All right. Now I'm going to take it through 3 times, and it's going to be a little bit faster. So we're going to try to match each movement with an inhale or an exhale. So we're going to be building that fire. All right, let's meet up together. The top of our mat in mountain. Inhale together, exhale. All right, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward. Inhale, half raise. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, rise up into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck those toes, hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands, move through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot, spin your right heel down. Warrior one, hips forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise up, chair pose, opening through your shoulders and your chest. Exhale, Tadasana. We'll move right into the next one. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Chaturanga, lower all the way down or part way. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog just for a moment. Inhale, step your right foot forward, spin the left heel down, rise up into warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, spin the right heel down, rise up. Exhale for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, sit your hips back into chair pose. Exhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, arms up, sink your hips back, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, and with control, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, spin the left heel down, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, spin the right heel down, rise up with strength and control, warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, lower down, partway or all the way, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, and exhale, meet in mountain. All right, so hopefully that got your breath moving a bit, got mine moving quite a bit. So thank you for joining me today. Namaste.